want people to wake up and keep the law, statute, commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. How long are we going to continue being in the hoods, man? How long are we going to continue packing these prisons? Being down in the street like we animals, man. Don't you know the reason why these things are happening to our people is because we broke God's commandments? We don't know who we are. That's why we're so poor. That's why we're being mistreated on this earth, man. Because we're God's chosen people, man. Colossians 3:17. And we're going to prove that without a shadow of a doubt.
This is the book of Colossians, chapter 3, verse 17.
Right?
And whatsoever you do in word or deed.
So everything we're going to do, brother, we're going to prove that how we're the chosen people of God, man. There's a reason why you got to work at a restaurant. There's a reason why you're not in a Bentley right now. It's because we broke God's commandments, man. That's why we're suffering as a people right now, man. We got to wake up and keep God's commandments. That's why we're suffering like this. I'm supposed to see you in a brand new car, man. Read it again.
And whatsoever you do in word or deed, do all in the name of the Mashiach Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
So everything we do out here, we're going to prove it with a shadow of a doubt, man. We're going to prove it according to scriptures who we are, man. Why are we out here, man? We had to save the lost tribes of Israel, man, from destruction, man. America's going to be destroyed according to the scriptures, man. Yo, sis, let me ask you a question. Do you love God? Yeah. Let me ask you, I want to see if you're telling the truth. Do you love God for real? Give me Titus 1:16. Because a lot of people say they love God, but they can't prove they love God. A lot of people say they love God, but they don't know what love is according to the Bible. Love is the keeping of God's commandments. If you're not keeping the commandments, you do not love God. That's according to the Bible.
That's right!
If you're eating pork, shrimp, crab, lobster, women is wearing pants, they're not wearing fringes. Our brothers don't have beards, you hate God.
That's right!
Because love is keeping God's commandments, man. Give me Titus 1:16, read that.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 16. They profess.
Yo, sis, you said you love God, right? You said you love God, right? Read.
They profess that they know God, that they know Yahweh.
Right?
But in works,
But in what?
But in works.
But in what?
But in works.
Your brother on the bike, do you love God?
Yeah.
You sure? Why don't you give us 2 minutes then? Give us 2 minutes if you love God. That's why you're on the bike, man. Read that again.
They profess that they know Yahweh.
That they know the Most High God. Everybody say they love Jesus, man. Everybody say they love the Most High God. But they do all types of wickedness on this earth, man. But they ain't gonna lie to their brother. They're gonna rape their sister, man. Our sisters gonna walk around like little hoes, man. People say they love God, but in their works they deny the Most High every day, man. Read that, read it.
But in works, they deny him.
You deny the Most High God. When you're not keeping the commandments, you're denying the Heavenly Father, man. What's going on, brother? Everything good with you?
What's y'all is?
What's going on?
What's y'all? What are y'all?
We the Hebrew Israelites. You want to be angry?
No, I'm talking about Hebrew Israelites.
What you know about the Hebrew Israelites, brother?
Shalom. I studied in prison.
You studied from who? Wow, how did you learn?
Huh?
Yo, sis, what? You might as well come over here.
I met Yahweh ben Yahweh.
You might as well come over here and come learn. Okay, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, sister. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Give me Ecclesiastes 11:7. Don't make a statement and run. Because you're making a bold statement. Do you love God?
Of course, I'm just...
Now, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. I'll put the mic down. I'll put the mic down. Can I ask you a question?
Kadash, come here.
Can I ask you a question? Sis, I understand. Can I...
Yeah.
That don't mean you don't love God? Wait. I'm not trying to bang on you.
I know.
Because I'm young. I'm only 23. I could have been somewhere else.
Yeah,
You understand?
I'm just letting
Now,
you know. Like,
can I ask you a question?
I love God.
Can I ask you a question?
That's right.
How do you show God you love Him according to the Bible?
According to the, just like you said, follow the commandments.
Now, what are the commandments? What are one commandments?
What are the
Tell me some commandments.
Thou
Deuteronomy
shalt not
22 verse
steal,
5.
Thou shalt not murder.
Right.
Obey your mother and father.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't acknowledge any other God other than Him.
Is that it?
Go just a whole
Let's find out one. Deuteronomy 22 verse 5.
No adultery. I can name.
You're right. That's good. There's over 613 laws, statutes, and commandments.
Just because somebody don't obey them, that don't mean, they don't know. They know.
You
but
sure?
Like,
1 John 2 and 3. 1 John chapter 2 verse 3. There's a reason why the Most High have us in this situation. You don't only have to know the commandments. You got to learn
and do them. You have to do them. The Most High is a God of knowledge. Actions away. Just like I could tell you, sis, I love you, you're my sister, I love you. I hold it down for you.
Right.
But the minute you cut that corner, I come with a knife and stab you in the back. Do I really love you?
At the end of the day.
Do I
No,
really
you
love you
don't.
if I stab you in the back?
Right.
No, my actions didn't prove it, right?
Right.
Read that for me, 1 John 2 and 3.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 3.
Right?
And hereby we do know.
That we what?
We do know
That we know God, read.
that we know him.
Right?
If we keep.
If we do what?
If we keep.
If we what?
If we keep.
Maybe.
If we keep.
Slightly.
If we keep.
If we do, it's an action, read.
His commandments.
His what?
His commandments.
Let me show you a commandment. I'm not trying to bang on you. Like I said, a
But
commandment
when
that
you
you
come
gotta
off
learn.
like that, you are banging. You know
Yo,
what I
listen.
mean? Right or wrong.
I want
When
you to look
come
at
off
this.
like that, you-
Sis. Sis.
Listen, I'm just saying
Sis,
my opinion. I ain't
Look,
saying
sis.
nothing wrong.
I'm not trying to overtalk you. I want you to feel where I'm coming from. Look at the situation of our people. Right? Do we have time? You gotta let me speak. Let me speak.
I'm studying the book of Hebrew.
Let me
I
speak.
know.
Now let me ask you a question. Our people's getting raped, robbed, murdered, lied, gunned down like dogs in the street. Do we have time to be rubbing our people back and giving them a candy? No. Our people need a wake-up call. That's why we out here. Scriptures tell us we gotta cry aloud. Scriptures say that. Let me show you something. Deuteronomy 22 verse 5. The book of Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 5. Read that for me.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22,
Right?
verse 5.
Right?
The woman.
The
shall-
what?
The woman.
The what?
The woman
Now, I know you two sisters are what? Women, right? Read.
shall not wear
Shall
that.
not what?
Shall not wear
Shall
that.
not what? When God says shall not, thou shalt not. What is that? A law, right? Read.
Shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Pertaining to who?
A man.
So what do you guys wear that men are supposed to wear in the eyes of the Heavenly Father? What are you guys wearing right now that men are supposed to wear? Pants.
So
So
you're trying to say,
not me, sis. It's coming straight out of the Bible. Now, if God said you should not wear pants, right? You're supposed to wear a dress. What are you supposed to do? Wear a dress, right? Because anything contrary to God's commandments is what? 1 John 3 verse 4 and Romans 6 and 23. I want to show you this before you go. Maybe it'll spark something and you probably come run back over you. I don't know. But I want to show you one law. There's over 613 laws. The 10 Commandments is not all of them. That's just the basics. That's just a basic rundown. Women not supposed to be wearing pants. When you're wearing pants, that is sin. Breaking God's commandments is a sin. For me to hate you, that's sin. For me to lie to you, that's sin. For us to break God's Sabbath, that is sin, man. Don't run. Don't run. Don't run.
I'm not running. I really have to be somewhere.
Let me read these 2 verses. That's it. 2. All right? Read that for me. 1 John 3, verse 4.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3, verse 4.
Right? Read.
Whosoever committed sin,
Read.
transgress also the law.
So whenever you break God's commandments, you're in sin. So by you wearing pants, you're in what? You're in sin. Romans 6 and 23. Romans 6 and 23. Give me Romans 6 23 before our sisters leave. Romans chapter 6, verse 23. Because our people is only in this situation because we broke God's commandments. If we weren't keeping God's commandments, we wouldn't be murdering each other. We wouldn't need an abortion clinic. We wouldn't be in the hospitals because of our high blood pressure, eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. We wouldn't even need police because I should be able to leave my door unlocked and I know my brother's not going to finesse me. Read that.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 6, verse 23.
Right?
For the wages of sin
For the price of sin, when you break God's commandments, sister, read.
is death.
Is what?
Is death.
Is what?
Is death.
So when you break God's commandments and you're in sin, only death is waiting for you at the door. That's why our people keep getting murdered, because God only knows us. God has chosen our people. That's why you're so beautiful. That's why our sisters are so good at everything we do. Our brothers are so good at everything we do. Because we're special people. But if we're not acting like it, we're going to continue being like this. We're going to continue being like this. All right, sis. All right. Did you get a fly? Did you at least get a fly, sis? Give her a fly at least. Give her a fly at least. Somebody give me 1 Chronicles 19 and 4. I don't need to bang on these homosexuals in the hood. Because when our brothers sag their pants, that's a sign of homosexuality, man.
That's right!
A man should not be sitting your behind him like you a bamboo, man. That's a sign of homosexuality. If you sag your pants in the hood, you're a faggot, man. And the Most High not dealing with you, man. Because